7 o'clock, it's Gumbo Radio.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Y'all know what it is. It's your girl, More Ash, of course, the Gumboshow podcast. We are here, we are live, and I have a special guest in the building. He's miles away, so we virtual today, but I appreciate you for being here. It's Westside himself. That's how I say it, right?
Oh, yeah. That's how you get it. You got it right.
Okay, I got it right. All right. So we got Westside himself in the building on the Gumbo Show. First question that I have for you, you got to tell me, where did you get the name? And what does it mean? What is the significance behind it?
Well, where I got the name from is from my neighborhood, and I love my neighborhood so much. So I used to just put Westside on everything. I like shoes, clothes, and everything. And they would used to call me Little Westside. And then over time, it was the only person had been called Westside in the neighborhood. So they started calling me Westside myself as older as I got.
Awesome. That's pretty cool. So you kind of had a specialized name. It was customized for you.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to me a little bit. Where are you from originally and where are you located now?
I'm from West Nashville, and I'm still located in Tennessee.
Okay.
In a closed, disclosed place.
Gotcha. So Tennessee is not West Side. That's the Midwest. So how you get that? Like, if you're from Tennessee, how did you get the name West Side himself? That's interesting.
Yeah, because we have a West Nashville, East Nashville, South Nashville, North Nashville.
So it's just like the side of Tennessee that you're from. I got you. I'm thinking like coast, like West Coast or whatever. Okay, cool. So tell me a little bit about what you do, your artistry, how long you've been doing this. So talk to me.
So I've been doing music for over 10, 15 years now. I say 15 years. I've invested a lot of money. I went from having a hit album, landed on TV. My first deal I got was with AT&T in 2017. They signed me as a jingle artist. They make commercials.
Awesome. That's cool.
So
how'd you like that?
Oh, I love the job. It was it was like I'm a regular rapper. They do. I wanted to say what I wanted to say, but when you're doing that, you gotta make music just for TV. You can't cut. So if you want to get paid this good little lump sum of money just to make a song that they like, it works. You know what I'm saying? So it gives you a little idea of being on a real record label, because they actually had their own record label.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So I'm sure with that, it's a lot of different politics and stuff that go into that type of stuff. Like you could probably want to write it a certain way, but then I'm sure you would have to send it for approval and they would probably tell you to take this out and keep that and add something like this. How frustrating could that be?
That's very frustrating because then just imagine you make a whole song and you think it's hard, and then if you don't have enough time to create it, you got to stop doing whatever you're doing because they might say, I want it back today. So wherever you're at,
oh, wow. They'll have you on a tight timeline like that?
Yeah, they'll have it right back. Because then they're like, well, we was just about to release it, but if you don't release it on this time, because it was sent in and blase. So they did 3 songs like that of mine. And I learned how to structure it the way that they like it. They made it more easier. Because they don't explain it to you. They just be like, okay, this
throw you out there. Yeah, see what you got type of a thing. Understood. So if you could describe your genre or your specific style of music, how would you describe that?
I mean, all. Because I write music for everybody. I don't write music for the Black Diamonds, Shatrice. I do all the genres. I couldn't put myself.
So not only are you an artist, you're a ghostwriter as well. So you write for other artists.
Yes, I write for other artists. I help with the production of marketing, with the digital billboarding. I have my own channel on Roku TV. I was sponsored on Roku TV through Grind City at first, and then I bought my own network now, and now I can distribute straight to Roku now myself.
Awesome. So out of all of the many different hats that you wear, being an artist is obviously the bread and butter. That's where the passion is at, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing as far as right now, project-wise? What do you have out? What are you pushing? Talk to me about the first song that we're going to actually go into. Is it Tell You This?
Tell You This, yes.
Okay, talk to me a little bit about that as well and what the process was, the creative process was behind that track.
Well, the album is Rose and Rose. So you know,
Rolls and rolls.
yeah, rolls and rolls. Like you roll and got no and you in the rolls, you know. And people giving you your rolls, you know, the meaning of behind
Double.
rolls is like
Uh-huh.
people giving you your rolls is this is the time where I feel like okay, I'm on my 17th album. This is I feel like y'all should go and give my rolls because I like every album I accomplished a different level, you know, of
Wow.
success. With I done bought homes and cars with this music stuff. So I done actually accomplished a lot of stuff. So
So you said this is your 17th album?
yeah, 17th album.
Wow. So what year did you release your first album? And
I
all of
was-
these albums that you speak of, they are all on streaming platforms available for Wow. Okay. So talk to me, walk me through your album itinerary.
Okay, the first album they released it in 2016, but online everywhere. I was so before it was everybody was on Spotify, Apple, and all that. It was just iTunes, so it was iTunes and the TV. So I released that in 2015. I released my album Daily Moves. That was my first album. I hit 1 million streams. That's before I even know what streaming was and everything. I hit 1 million streams in like 2 weeks.
Wow.
And I, you know, and a company was telling me like, hey man, we'll give you a big deal if you keep going. You know,
Yeah.
but they let me have everything. Like I know my business side, so I know how to. I want all my money. You know, I want all the rights. You know, to certain things. You know, you can have this and that, but as long as I can keep going, and y'all just keep pushing it.
Yeah.
So I was learning both sides of the business.
So at that time, I didn't mean to cut you off, but at that time when you dropped that first album, you were already signed?
No. I didn't sign nothing. I did it independently, but I did it like with the jingles. I was doing it with the jingles. So I was like creating an album off the jingles.
Gotcha.
And I was like,
that's pretty cool.
They didn't know what I was doing, but I was consistently recording myself. So, and my little team was recording with me. So I was like, I'm gonna create an album off of this because if they letting it stream and it's getting all of these streams on these like Vivo, it was going everywhere. I'm like they put it on all this stuff. If I do an album off of these songs, it's going and this is my community. I'm gonna make a good little lump sum. So when I did it went gold. The album went gold. I was like, oh God. Independently first. And
so what type of marketing and promotion and stuff would you have to put behind a project like that?
You had to like I use people like as I have friends, a lot of friends, a lot of associates I hang with. So actually like man, you know, based on like this
word of mouth.
Word of mouth is the strongest thing. So like this is what I do. And if y'all can't just take it serious, you know, one day just to look at it, you know what I'm saying, or do whatever. And a lot of people came through and actually looked at it. Like, because what I did was the trick was, and I was telling everybody my little trick, I would put the people in the video. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, I catch everybody, put them in the video. So eventually everybody, one day, like, man, are you going to shoot another video, man?
Yeah, now they want to be a part of it.
It's like being a part of the situation. Like if you go and looking at my video, you see a lot of people in it every time. It's like different people. And then
so who comes up with your ideas? Do you?
Me? Yeah.
You direct them as well?
Yep. I direct it. I make sure that it all goes my way because I feel like I got a different marketing strategy than others. Like I done learned it. I've been watching for a long time from the TV station, how they do it to the actual consumer. So I was like, okay. So I have partnered up with Lamar and Blackbird to do digital billboarding across the world, and I sold over like 200-300 billboards in a half a summer.
Wow!
So they gave me a spot and said, "Hey, we'll put you here on the board. You know what I'm saying? You can do you now." So I took that advantage just to bring it to the artists, and you know, like I put you here for way cheaper now. Like
that's
another
awesome.
way to give back.
So I was just gonna say, so a way for you to give back to the artists. That's dope. Pretty cool. So real quick, let's go ahead and go into your song, Tell You This. Go ahead and drop your song and tell everybody how they can find it.
Everybody, the song will be out soon. Tell You This of the album Rose and Roses. So y'all just stay tuned and let's listen up.
Going into that right now, y'all, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, man. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What you got coming up? I know you on the grind. Yeah. Stay moving, fast paced at all times.
Oh yeah, so you know. The game is be so not told, but I'ma tell you this. Get you a zip of that white and that green. Break it, break it, break it, break it down to the fiend. As soon as your phone ring, that's when you hit the scene. Always make sure you're fresh and you're clean. Know the fears and the haters, they gon' take a picture. That's why you gotta keep some on your hip like a missile. And I know them bitches come when you just whistle. The hood fuck me up and show me how to fucking hustle. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it straight from the muscle. Cut it down all the way to down bad. I ain't even tryna hear that you down bad. Shit, I'm just gonna make my next fucking move. So this phone rings, there is a pursuit. I used to stand on the block, run from the cops, hide the Glock, and I used to motherfucking shot. Shit, now I'm sitting back in the lab. Cause I'm not just wanna sit back and laugh. Cause I got that shit on the slab. And I just been grinding my ass off. Grab the whole thing. Take it to my nigga on another side of town to get rid of everything. Start doing, change the L. Whole start staring there. I'm gonna get money everywhere. The game is be so not told, but I'ma tell you this. Get you a zip of that white and that green. Cut it down to the fiend. Then when your phone ring, you hit the scene. Always stay fresh and fucking clean. Cause you know the haters in the fit gon' take a picture. That's why you keep something on your hip like a missile. And when you whistle, you know that them hoes gon' twistle. Hoes gon' come when you see you getting dope. Especially when you're pulling up in the two-dope. Shit, I'm shining like a motherfucking sun. And I'm not even motherfucking done. I can put the nigga straight to work, I handle this. Shit, that's what you get when you just handle this. You know that a nigga don't miss when I'm just in this shit. Every day, nigga, watch how nigga get this shit. This game to be so not told, but I'ma tell you this. Get you a zip of that white and that green. Cut it down to the fiends. And when your phone ring, that's when you hit the scene.
All right. So coming back from Tell You This, what project is that song gonna be on?
Rose and Rose, the new album.
Okay, so it's gonna be on the new album. And when does that come out?
I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it next month. I was holding it back. I was gonna drop it this month, but I was holding it back because I want to do the marketing a little different this time. You know, instead of just throwing it out there and start doing all the interviews and talking about it.
You want to do some of that stuff first and build up to it and then release it?
Yes, give them a lot
to build that anticipation. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Because I'm letting all the DJs pick their own song off the album. I'm gonna send you a whole file yourself, like, and pick your favorite song off of there. You know, to market with. Like, I don't care how the intro go, and then just the one you like. So it's to be your own flavor. Like DJ Rico, he found a code on there. He was like, I like this one. You know, so he did that on his show. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna talk about this song. So
okay, so you basically taking each song and kind of like, it's almost like each song could be a single because you gotta be pushing each song in a different way. I got you. Yeah. That makes sense. That's smart. Very, very smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the lead off song is, you know, because it's Tell You This, and I dropped this side with my man Los. So but Tell You This it's gonna catch a lot of people's attention. I know I'm very good at picking which song gonna go first. Really hard. So I'll Tell You This is like that old.
It's a radio song.
The radio 90s song. So, and there's a lot of people gonna recite it.
And then what's your style like?
Say it again.
What would you consider your style to be like? Like out of any artist, or if you could compare yourself, what would you consider yourself? I've heard the music, but I just want to see what you think.
I'm different, so I compare myself honestly to Tupac though. Like, cause I'm a pull man. Like, I don't. If people tell me all the time, like the way you talk is the way you sound on the song too. So
yeah, I agree. I agree.
So and I don't try to do nothing extra with my voice. So I was just like, nah, I like the way I talk. People actually told me that, man, I like the way you talk. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just when I talk, because they know I'm speaking real facts. So.
And then that's also unique. You know how it's just certain people, like when they come on, you know who they are based on their voice. Like Lil Wayne. When you hear Lil Wayne, it don't matter if it's a new song that you never heard before or whatever the case may be, you know that's Lil Wayne. When you hear Tip, you know that's Tip. Like, it's just like certain people got unique voices that you can, identify them by, so to say.
Yeah.
So who's currently in your playlist? Who do you listen to?
Oh man. I listen to a lot of artists that's not known, but that are becoming known because I like to deal with a lot of underground people. So myself, we were dealing with music, so I listen to their music mostly. But I listen to sorry about that, Lil Baby. I listen to let's see, DZ.
Okay.
From Detroit.
Yeah.
I listen to Vezo from Detroit. I listen to a lot of Detroit music, honestly, I do. And because I like hearing original, So and a lot of myself, honestly, and the people that surround me, Catrice, the Black Diamond, Lowe's, OB the Boss, G Belzel.
Okay.
Like,
And all of these artists are from where?
you got artists from all from Nashville, most of them from Nashville, Atlanta, and different states. Like Menace Life, he from New Orleans. Like all of these people, because I'm the next album. Like I'm gonna drop this album. This is one of my solo. I consider a solo with a few features, but the next album you'll hear all of these artists I'm speaking of like on this one project. It's called Hood Tours. So you'll be able to hear everybody because I'm going to different cities.
So you're gonna go to different cities and link up and collaborate with all the people that you did songs with already?
Yeah, and I'm shooting videos to all the songs. I already did a lot of the songs. A lot of people are working on their songs now. So you'll hear some new songs from me and Catrice, me and James Love. There's a lot of songs that we just this album.
So how does one get a feature with you? Like if somebody was interested and they watch this interview and they like, man, dude, hard, I want to do some music with Buddy. How do they get with you?
Just hit me up on Instagram, or go to anywhere and comment. I'm gonna comment back. I'm always watching. Like I'm not like them other people and saying that I don't be.
I agree. You are. You always on there. I be seeing your name pop up all the time. So, all right. So the new project is Rose and Rose, right?
Yes.
Okay. Interstate, the new song that you're about to drop right now, that's on that project as well?
It will be, and it's also on the project Rags to Riches that's out right now.
Awesome. So it's already out. This song is already out.
Yes.
Okay, talk to us a little bit about the song Interstate and then go ahead and drop the song.
Okay, the song Interstate is about, when you ride and you're doing your own solo thing, it's time to kick back and nobody know what you're doing. So this is how I really roll on the interstate. I tell you my little life journey and my little story real quick like that. Don't have to flash nothing. But if you listen to the details, you can tell that life is real.
Gotcha. I love it.
It's the song Interstate off the album Rags to Riches. Will be on this album Rose and Rose.
All right, y'all. We'll be right back.